If you're struggling to acquire new customers due to poor conversion rate or poor AOV, then this is the video for you. We're going to see together what's the best front-end funnels in 2025 for your e-commerce brand. We'll see together all the elements needed to craft a perfect funnel from start to the end. So let's see step by step how to do it. First of all, to keep in mind for you, there are many different funnels that can work based on your category, your LV, or your positioning. So there's not one funnel that will work for all the brands. This is strictly related to your specific category. So please adapt what I'm going to tell you today based on your specific product and brand. I always advise to start first with the PDP and improve it, and then test all the other things, okay? Don't start with crazy funnels. At the start, you need to improve your PDP. Of course, we are talking here about improving the LV and conversion rate. Before this, there are even other jobs that you need to do that I already talked about in other videos, so go check it out, which is more related to your positioning, your branding, your marketing strategies, your creative strategies. There's much more before having people that are landing into your PDP or your website. So all the work that you do before, it's crucial, because if you don't bring the right people inside your website, you are going to have tons of issues. You can even the best funnel ever, but if the people that are landing inside your website, inside your landing pages are the wrong ones, you won't convert anyone ever. Okay, so please, before, check their videos. If you are struggling overall with your ads, check how to create ads and all the other things, and then check this one to improve your LV and your conversion rate. Now, what I like to do before testing new funnels, the first things that I focus on when I do CRO, and again, I don't ever talk about CRO, but it's more about RPO, revenue and profit optimization, which is much more important than just improving the conversion rate. I always focus first on the AOV, which is much more impactful actually than the actual conversion rate, because if you are able to increase your V, for example, what I did in the past from $100 to $150, you are going to have much more room to scale your Facebook ads, because you can have a higher break-even return on ad spend and higher break-even CPA, okay? So your LV is crucial even to unlock more margins. Instead, on the conversion rate side, majority of the things that you will see also in these videos, because I will show in this video all the examples from big T2C brands that are actually using all these different funnels that I'm going to show you, is always related to messaging, trust, building or improving your messaging, building trust, building authority, selling further the problem and how your solution is unique, showcase comparison with other solutions, okay? These things are the main things that you need to focus on when doing conversion. It's not about, okay, let's test another color of the add to cart, or even test, let's add this extra section or whatever. Whenever you're going to do any conversion rate optimization test, any A/B test, remember that these are the main things that you need to focus on. Now, it's crucial to have a consistent messaging and style from your ad to your landing page, okay? That's another thing that I want you to understand. If you create any disruption and it's not consistent, okay, if the user experience is not consistent from the first click to the whatever landing page you are going to use, you will see your conversion rate tank and even your revenue per session tank. So that's crucial, okay? Now, let's see some of the funnels that people and D2C brand use to run their meta ads. The main one, of course, the ad, and I'm using these funnels to run paid ads, of course. If you have an organic funnel, will be probably different, but for paid ads, when you're targeting top of the funnel, not aware people, at least not aware of your brand, these are the type of funnel that you are going to use. The first one, the main one, is the ad to the PDP, which is the most basic one that could work for many brands, but at the same time, if you have to explain, educate more people, is not the perfect one. Then you have the ad to collection page. For this one, since you have the collection page, is for people that have more SKUs to showcase, and that could be really helpful having a collection page. Then you have the ads to your landing page, and I will showcase later how you can create a landing page. You have even ads to the home page, similarly to a landing page mixed with a collection page, because you have similar elements of a landing page mixed with the aspect of presenting multiple products. So this could work sometimes for some specific brands that have, again, multiple products, but if you are selling one product, then this is not a funnel for you. And lastly, my funnel, and I will showcase later more about it, will be add to pre-sale page to the PDP. Okay, so let's dive deep into this. Now, before testing any funnel, do your researches, okay? And again, understand your ECP, your ideal customer persona, and the messaging to get their attention. Understand their problem and their needs, understand what they already tried and what they're using to solve their needs. Understand the market and the offer existing in it. Without those things, whatever funnel you are going to create will be useless and won't perform. I'm going to show you tons of great elements that will help you increase the LV and the conversion rate. But if you are using them just for the sake of it and they are not targeted for your specific ideal customer persona, for the specific avatar that you're talking to, then let me tell you that they won't work. You can add whatever benefit guarantee that you want, but if it's too general and it's not talking to anyone, you're going to struggle. So the key is the research that you're doing before the funnel, okay? And if you want to understand how to do a proper research, go check it out. My other videos probably I will link you somewhere in the screen, so you can check even how to do the research, which is, again, one of the most important steps. Now, let's see the first funnel, which is add to the PDP. Now, you are going to have the PDP in most of your funnels, and especially when you don't have thousands of SKUs, you're going to have different hero products for each category. It's important to have a proper PDP that will be a sort of landing page with different elements that is going to build different things. So let me show you what is going to do for you. The goal of the PDP and the elements that the PDP will contain, and the PDP again is the product detail page. The elements and the goal will be to build trust, build authority, explain clearly the product and why it's better than the other solutions existing in the market and the one that they're already trying, and even than your competitors, of course. Another goal is to convey the messaging specific to the target audience. They must feel you are talking to them. That's crucial. And then giving a compelling offer and guarantee. Okay, you're going to see how to do, but these are the goals of your landing page. So whatever test that you're going to do, A/B test that you're going to do on the CRO side, whatever things is the ultimate goal will be to create these things. So trust, authority, of course, to build trust, you need social proof, clearly the product, showcase them the product. Of course, again, each category is different, so it will be so related to your product, but take these things and try to apply as best as you can to your specific situation. Now, the main elements of a PDP will be, and I will show you, of course, case by case with actual examples. This is just a general help you. You can screenshot it too. You can have actually an hero section. That's not something that a lot of people use, but I tested in the past, and for me always helped improving the LV and the revenue per session overall, because you can add different things in the hero section, even in the PDP, not just in the homepage or in a landing page. For me, it was actually great to add a hero section to get further people before checking the buy box with the pricing, because tons of people just want to see the price right away. But if you don't educate people, especially when you have higher LV, if you don't educate them before seeing the price, you can lose tons of interested people actually. So that's something that I always try to do. Even if the goal is to not create too much for your customers, sometimes for the test that I saw working, it's actually the contrary. If you create at least, sorry, I meant friction, not traction. Sometimes creating friction could be helpful, at least to get them in an educational phase, and then you showcase them the price. In my experience, it worked really well. Again, this is more for higher LV products, like more than $100, $150. That's much more important. Their buying decision is not just related to the actual pricing. Then other important elements of the PDP are images. In the carousel images, in this case, carousel images are so important. I will showcase you why, but they are crucial, because if you check the heat map of your PDP, you will see that most of the people actually will scroll till the carousel image, and then they will see the carousel images that will act as a funnel actually, and I will showcase how to create great carousel images, and then they will decide if buying or not. This is why sometimes I like to create friction to showcase them as much social proof, build trust and authority before actually bringing them to the buy box and let them decide if buying or not. So this is something, a pro tip that you can add whenever you're trying to create a new funnel for your brand. Then you have, of course, an optimized buy box, a sticky header with promo plus add to cart, bundles, not with 2L, guarantees, social proof, reviews, Ajax cart. For me, in my opinion, Ajax cart is one of the main elements also to have actually, and I will show you the best Ajax cart. But if you want to have, of course, an improved PDP that is going to actually also be optimized for the LV, and also is quite quick, okay, quick loading, in my opinion, Ajax cart is the best option, even because then people can click out easily without going to click back on their browser. They just can click out in the same window, and they can further educate themselves about the product, which is something that tons of people do, and also can add more products, because tons of people just don't add the product and then go to checkout. Then they want maybe add to cart just to see if there is any other extra cost, if there are other extra savings. So that's why you need then to give them the possibility to still continue checking the PDP or whatever they are going to check, okay? And then one of other main elements, in my opinion, is the free shipping threshold. If you want to increase your AV, the free shipping threshold for you will be a game changer, and you'll need to test different ones, and we'll show you even how to do. Then some extra sections for the PDP are benefit sections, feature section, comparison sections, FAQ, and support section. Of course, I will add everything on the PDP, and I always add everything, all this section, but the main ones that you need to focus on, in my opinion, are these one, because these are still important to educate people, but at the same time, if you go into check again the heat maps, 80% of people won't see that actually land in your page, and we start at least scrolling, which is already a small portion of the entire traffic, and then just a really small portion of these people will actually check these extra sections. And yes, they are important, but they are not as important as the ones that I showed you below, in my opinion. So let's start by checking the first PDP. Of course, I will link below in the comments for free. You don't need to even leave your email, this entire Lucid chart, so you can check it. You have all the links, because everything is linked. All the examples are linked, so you can take notes, and you can check all the notes that I left here, okay? So this is the first PDP that I actually saved from Javi Coffee, which is a quite successful D2C brand selling actually liquid coffee, okay? And this is one of the PDP. They use and test multiple. This is just one of them. And let's see all the elements that I just discussed with you, how to apply them successfully, how I would also improve it, and how you can apply it to your own PDP. First of all, as you can see, in this case, they don't have any hero section. They start right away from the PDP, but there's a reason why. In this case, their entire funnel is not just add to PDP, but they have even a pre-sale page before this one. Now I'm just showing the PDP to showcase the elements, but of course they have something that is already educating people before, so then they don't use an hero section to educate further, even if they could test it, because I also use for my own funnels both the pre-sale page and then an hero section above the buy box, and worked quite well for me. But anyway, let's not lose too much time and see together all the elements that works, in my opinion, for their own PDP. So first of all, as you can see, they right away add a great social proof and offer with a strong, compelling offer for their customers. Now, adding free gifts to any offer is always a game changer, in my opinion, but sometimes could destroy your profit. So it really depends on your profit margins. If you can add extra free gifts, it will be really helpful. But sometimes what I like to do is offer free gifts in cart when they achieve a specific AOV or cart value threshold, meaning that if they are, let's suppose they are ordering $100 of stuff, they get the free shipping. If they order $150 of my items, they get one free gift. If they order $200, they get two free gifts, and so on. And this, in my opinion, is something that works really well. I will show you some examples later. It worked really well to increase your V. Now, let's see together one of the most important elements to improve your AOV, the bundles with savings. Now, this is one way to do bundling. The way that you do bundling is much more important than you think, because I tested different ways of bundling my own products, and there is a specific design that works really well for us. So this is how they are doing, and for sure it's working really well for them. So it's important to showcase it clearly, to showcase what's the best deal. Usually you can cut the most economical deal, the best seller that is not even the most economical, because the most economical deal is always the ones with more quantities. Of course, then then you need to show how much you're saving. And this is something that they are actually not doing well, because yes, of course, you can see that one bottle is $20 and 4 bottles $13 each, but they can showcase how much they are saving if they buy 4 bottles. In this case, it would be pretty much $7. But if you showcase how much you're saving, will be much more stronger in the eyes of the consumer. So this is something that you should add. Then again, they have this offer well displayed, really clear, a great offer, plus the extra gifts that you are getting. It's a new year special gifts. Of course, they are using this offer the entire year, but of course, whenever you make an offer, make it specific or make it for a reason. In this case, it's New Year. Then they changed for the Black Friday. For sure, they had always the same offer. I can tell you, they just changed the naming. So New Year special, Black Friday special, Christmas special, and it's great when you get new people in the funnel, because they don't know that you already had this offer in the past, but they think that it's unique and they need to act fast to get it. So that's really great. In fact, they are adding also a lot of urgency, actually, because they are telling you that to guarantee these free gifts, order by January 9th, which is the same day that I took this screenshot. That's quite a scarcity move, which sometimes it can work. You need to test it. Again, don't add all the things that I'm going to show you here. Remember always to test, because for every category and every brand and even every target market could be totally different, okay? Now, another thing that I want to show you, which is important, is actually their images. And let me go inside their website so I can showcase further. So these are their images, and as you can see, inside their images, and this is why I was telling you before that images are more important than you think. Most of the people will use and will check pretty much just the carousel images and even won't ever scroll down, okay, checking all the other things. So what I always do, and this is why you need to optimize your carousel images, what you can do is actually building a sort of funnel inside the actual carousel images. And when I say this, adding all the elements that you added even below, okay, but inside the images. And this is actually what they did, as you can see. The same things that they are talking here are pretty much also here. So they have the offer, they have the social proof, they have the main value proposition. Again, also another price anchoring. Then they have the free gifts with extra social proof, which is crucial. Then again, they have other benefits and features also. Again, also how to use it. And they can even add more, of course, for this specific product. They don't need much, but for example, for my own carousel, I added something like 10, 15 images, because again, most of the people will scroll just this. As much as you can in terms of all the benefits, social proof, building trust, authority, all these things inside the carousel will make a big impact. So probably if you have a PDP and you want to do a quick test, just improve your carousel images, and you will see right away, in my opinion, a great impact if you don't have, of course, great carousel images in your revenue per session. And then I will even start testing offers with the bundles. These are the 2 high impact tests that I will do right away. And that's it about carousel images. Now, let's continue to see what they have inside their landing pages, inside their PDP, sorry. So after the add to cart, they also added the actual social proof section, which is important. Always add social proof, especially near the add to cart. They select flavors is the add to cart button for them. And yeah, it's important to add trust and social proof near the add to cart and even inside the cart. People don't know you, don't know your brand, so you need to build trust and authority with them, adding as much social proof as possible, showing them that other people are already using your product and are loving your product. Then, as you can see, they have a value proposition. Then they add their own benefits. Also, it's important that you showcase the benefits even through a proper image, okay? People love actually to scroll quickly, okay? So they probably won't read the entire text that you added, and they're even using a small text, so it's easier. But yes, you could add as much text as you want, but at the same time should be well divided and easy to read, especially the header, okay, and the images, because people will scroll. You will have some people that want to get more educated, so it's great if you have more text. But for the majority of the people that will just scroll, create something that is easy to read right away. So great header with the main information that you want them to read, some bold text, and great clear images. Under the benefits, they have further social proof. As I said, build authority and trust is everything, and to do so you need to add social proof, people using your product, influencers using your product. If it's something related, for example, to health or anything that people need to use, even showcasing, for example, the material used, which is certificated, or even the things that are clinically tested. You can do so many things, but it's important to build trust and authority. Also, again, how to use how to use the product, so showcase their value proposition better, because their value proposition is that you can do it quickly. And so you can see that they are showcasing that in just 3 steps you can use their product, and it's so easy to do. And yeah, they are just selling better their value proposition, which is great. Then a comparison. Now, as I always say, even in the other video, comparison section is so important, and I see a lot of people doing it wrong, because first of all, you need to understand the other solution that people are using, which is not just your competition. And when I say this, it's not just similar product to yours, but even other solution that your customers are already using, that are different products actually, or maybe even different service overall that your customers is actually using against your product. Okay, so that's something important to understand. And then you need to add actually real value prop, okay? And it's not just about, oh, hey, my brand is great and the others are shit, okay? Sorry for the words. But it's important that you understand even how to use properly your comparison section, which is crucial because, again, you exist in a market. You need to conquer your market shares. And the best way to do so is actually showing people that you are the best option for specific reasons. So add all your value proposition and showcase what you have, okay, your strengths against your competitor's weakness. This is how you create a proper comparison section. Then you have, again, social proof with footer reviews. Again, old content, but it's great because you see the product in use, you see that people loves it, and that's really great. And then you have even the frequently asked question. This is great because people can get educated foot. They will footer question. Lots of people won't even contact the support. They will just, if they don't have all the information they need, they will just go check probably competitions or don't buy at all. Instead, this way you can actually educate footer people with the frequently asked question. You can even lower the amount of tickets, which are quite costly to your support. At the same time, you can even add some selling points, okay? So that's about Javi. But you will find the same things, and I'm going to show you really quickly, but you will see the same things even with other pages. Now, I want to show you this one because, as you can see, it's quite similar, and you will see all the elements repeat because, again, what works is always the same. What it's really important is actually the copy that you're going to use, the offer that you're going to actually use. Okay, so once you understood the funnel, which is easier than you think, the most important things are based on the research that you're going to do, and yeah, the actual offer that you're going to do, and what you're going actually to write, the benefits you're going to write, because the benefits, you are going to have 1,000 benefits for your product, but you need to mention, okay, and you need to be clear just on the things that your avatar actually needs. Okay, that's what's important. They need to feel understood. Okay, so you're going to talk about their problem and how your product is going to solve their problem. Okay, you're going to give you a solution to them. Okay, and this is how to create an effective and performing front-end e-commerce funnel. Again, as you can see, you will find great bundling. This bundling is similar to the one they already tested, and it works really well. So this is a structure that I actually like a lot, and they're showing even how much they're saving. They're showing how much is going to last this actual supply. As you can see, how much they're saving. Again, the best value, most popular. This is one of the best bundles that you can use. Then they have even value prop and benefits above. Again, because it's great to educate people before letting them buy. If you start, or if you have just the add to cart and everything else happens below the add to cart, okay, then you're going to lose tons of people that might be still interested, but they are not educated enough to actually buy your product for the price that you are actually selling it. And as you can see, also they're doing the same that I told you before on their images. As you can see, they're selling the value prop and all the other things. And yeah, and then they're just repeating the things that I showed you before. So I leave you below the actual link so you can check more about it. You can take footer inspirations, but at the end of the day, it's always the same elements using the PDP to create a great PDP. The important thing is to understand which are the elements to use, why to use them, how to apply to your specific case, and then test one by one and see what's working for you, okay? So now let's move forward to one of the best funnel used by most of D2C brand that I also use a lot, and I use this funnel to pretty much most of my clients, and that's something that I really advise you to use, is the funnel that goes from the ads to the pre-sale page that I'm going to show you right away to the product page. Okay, so what's a pre-sale page and how to create a performing one? So when you have a unique hero product, okay, this is one of the best funnels you can use. It will help you increase both your AOV and also your conversion rate, sending more educated people to your PDP. So the pre-sale page or brief page, how lots of people call it, it's a page where people land, okay, from the ads, of course, and gets really deeply educated. And I will show you tons of examples of this one about the product, okay? And the goal is to let them scroll a bit, creating even further engagement before showing the price. And it's not just to educate people, but it is even to actually let Meta send more data about the experience that the user is having with this page. Because if people scroll more, and if people stay more on your page, your Meta will see this as a lot of value for their own customers, in this case, their Meta user, and they are going to reward you with lower CPA and even higher quality audience. And this is really crucial if you want to scale your ads, okay? This is a pro tip that I'm going to leave you here. And yeah, believe me, this will really work well, even because a PDP usually is quite heavy with tons of images, tons of things going on. Instead, a pre-sale page could be quite easy, okay? It's more based on the text more than images, and images are lighter, and it will be even load faster and will help you a lot even to avoid increasing the bounce rate. So why it's good? Again, people often scroll to the price without learning about the product, so you're losing tons of potential interested people, as I said to you before. It's a fast loading page, faster than a PDP since it's lighter, so it will lower your bounce rate, improve the user value for Meta, as I told you. And if you want to understand better about user value, I also created a short talking about user value and how it works, so go check it out. It also will let people scroll more, increasing the engagement. Again, the user value for educate people much more and can frame the people before seeing the PDP. And you can test easily different pre-sale page, changing messaging, but keeping the PDP the same. And you have even lots of different pre-sale page to use based on your specific case and your specific category. And I'm going to show you now which one are the best in my opinion. So you have different pre-sale page. Again, they all have similar elements, just presented in different ways based on their target audience and what they are used to consume. Because again, you have a specific target audience, or you should have it, and your target audience based even on their age or what they're used to consume or what type of content they're used to consume, they're going to appeal differently to different pre-sale page. So it's important that you choose the right one for your specific case. Styles, for example, are more visual than others, so it's important to choose the one that fits your product the best, because if you have a product that is really visual, it's important that you use a visual style. Instead, if you have a product like, for example, an health product, which is not visual, you don't need to showcase a lot of the product, but you need more to talk about the problem, and now you can solve their problem and showcasing the solution and how your product is quite unique in solving their own problem. Then you need something that is more written, more text-based, and I will show you different examples that you can actually copy or use or adapt to your own brand. So let's start from the first pre-sale page, which is one of the most used as of today by many DTC brands. I also used it myself, and I've seen so many 7, 8, 9 figures brand, everyone using this different page. And the first one is the listicle. So the listicle is actually a list pretty much of different elements, okay? So you will see similar elements used in a PDP, but it's more on a text base. And it's working because for many people it seems pretty much like a blog page, so it's less salesy, okay? And you are educating people in the meanwhile on the product. So I believe that they work really well because yes, as of today, people start to understand that it's written from the brand. Some people actually even don't use their branding in the press page, which could work. I don't like it a lot, but it could work. And yeah, pretty much it seems, as you can see, like a blog page, but in a listicle way, differently from the advertorial, which is pretty much a blog, a big text, plain text with really small amount of images. Instead, this is great because it's a mix of images, small amount of text, and it's pretty much clear because they have a list to follow. It's easy to scroll, and yeah, people love it and works really well. So this is one of the best pre-sale page that I can advise you to use. And let's see some example. For example, this one is from petlab.co, and why it works really well. First of all, as you can see, they have a strong messaging that builds trust and authority right away because they are talking about the benefits that your dog can experience with this clinically studied dental powder. Okay, so they're building trust because they are showcasing that this is clinically studied. Okay, then the hero section and the hero image in this case also is quite important. As you can see, they added also that is written by a person, so it seems like a blog page in this case and not a landing page. So people are more willing to read and scroll since they are not feeling that someone is trying to sell them the product. Okay, so that's why it's great, and they're trying to educate and learn more about their situation, their problem, and how they can solve it. It's not even related to the actual product itself right away. It's more about their problem. So as you can see, you start with the studies to build further trust and authority, even showcasing the results right away, which is great. Then they talk about the benefits with also a great value propositions. So reduce plug build up by 25% in 90 days. This is a great value proposition. Further benefits showcasing even all the results. For example, they're even adding inside images some comparison. Okay, so they're doing tons of great things without actually creating a section for it. So people are going through an education phase with all the elements that I showed you before in the PDP without even being aware of this, which is great. You see also here you have again a smarter, healthier choice, so also a comparison compared to what they are already trying. This is the smarter and healthier choice to choose. Then you have also the guarantee, and you will see that the listing will be pretty much all the same, having some benefits, then building social proof, building authority, and then having the offer with the guarantees. Also always pretty much the same. And then they have the front-end offer leading to the PDP, which is great. Then they have extra social proof, and that's how you build pretty much a listing. And will be most of the time 5 reasons why, 5 incredible benefits, whatever number of things you want to write. 5 is pretty much a great range of benefits of things that you want to talk about, and always focus on their own problem more than your product, okay? And when you create a listing, you are going to focus on selling all the elements that I told you before, so adding proof, trust, authority, while showing them how your product can solve their problem, but it's always related to them, okay? It's not related to your product, because if you start selling right away from the listing, then they're not going to be educated, and you are going to lose tons of people right away, and it will become pretty much a landing page and not a pre-sale page. Let's see another example of the listing. This is quite longer. This is from Blissy. This is pretty much a 9-figure brand selling pretty much pillows, or just the cover of the pillow actually, but is an health-based brand because they are able to sell this type of product as an health product, improving their skin, the skin health, also their hair health. So that's a great way actually to position a product, and this way you can even understand the potential on every product if you're able to position in the right way to the right market and to the right audience. And again, what they're doing here is just a listing with benefits, comparison section again, which is great. And remember, when you create a listing, the great thing is that you just don't have text. You have a great portion of text. The header is important because tons of people will just scroll, but they will read the title, which should have the benefits and all the things that are interesting and important for them to read. Then they have the images, because they will see pretty much the images. I will say that most of you will see title and image, and then the title is going just to explain what the image is talking about, and they are going to add extra things inside the image right away. And this is really great because again, it's not salesy, it's easy to scroll, it's engaging, it's educational, and it works really well. And again, what they are doing is adding benefits, authority, and social proof, as you can see. Again, further benefits. Also, the angle of the landing page in this case, because this product is great to gift. It's the must-have gift for 2024. They added extra angle inside the list proof with all the 5-star reviews. And again, other benefits, a guarantee. Always add the offer and the guarantee inside your listing. Okay, that's crucial because actually people don't know you. They have tons of different brands promising crazy solutions to their problems, and now you need a strong guarantee and to respect, of course, this guarantee, and it will be really helpful to increase the conversion rate. Then again, they have the offer. As you can see, these are 2 different brands in 2 different niches, but they're selling and they're using a pre-sale page in a pretty similar way. They're also great because they're adding scarcity and urgency. I test these things. I don't think it works for everyone, but they are, at the end of the day, focus on what's really needed that I told you at the start of this video, and then test section by section what could work for your specific case. Then again, social proof and sticky CTA. Another thing that is important that I didn't mention, because you can see inside the screenshot, is always to have in this pre-sale page a sticky call to action. Also, this one, when they're going to scroll, is actually sticky, meaning that they scroll, but these things remains there always, so you can click on the CTA right away. And this is something that I highly advise you to do. I always create a sticky header that when they scroll remains with them even in the pre-sale page, with even sometimes the offer and the CTA. And that's great because whenever they're scrolling, they don't need to scroll. Sometimes people get quite mad and scrolling. So if they have the CTA right away ready for them, okay, they are going to click it. And let's suppose that they are fine after reading the first 5 points, they can click on the CTA right away, which is sticky, instead on scrolling all the page until they find the actual button. Sometimes I see also some preset page with the buttons that are difficult to find. So please remember that the steady CTA will be really important for you, even because you need to remember that this is a number game. You will have a percentage of people that will just want to go straight to the checkout by your product. And if you bring them to this entire long experience, which is actually built for a specific part of your audience, which is still important, but if you're not helping people that are ready to buy to actually buy right away with, again, sending them directly to the PDP with a sticky header, a sticky CTA inside an header, then you are going even to lose another portion of your audience. So imagine your audience with different ways of buying, okay, different buying behaviors. You need to understand that you're going to have different pockets of people, and you need to build a user experience that will work for majority of them, okay, which they are still targeted people, okay, but with different buying behavior. And that's how you build a proper pre-sale page and in general PDP and landing page. Now let's check together the listicle mixed with section. Again, the listicle is quite similar to what I showed you before. 6 reasons why. So yeah, the hero with the angle, okay, inside. So as you can see, the hero image is actually showing the angle of the product, so that is much slimmer than an actual standard wallet, okay. And you have even the different guarantees. Then you have the different benefits. You have further guarantees in the listicle, always, as I said, is always there. You have extra features, which is important. Social proof, as you can see, the elements repeat themselves, and then you can click on the CTA and you can go directly inside the PDP. And yeah, that's another great listicle that works really well. Yeah, and I explain you why people use it. And even if it seems that it's not something crazy, but it will actually help warm a bit your actually top of the funnel audience, which is freaking cool, okay? Now, another listicle that I want to show you that I found while creating this video. This one is really interesting because it's actually a quiz pre-sale page. So I already saw they were used a lot in the past, and for specific brands works a lot, the quiz funnels. But this was an actual quiz listicle, which is quite interesting. Let me show you how it works right away from their page, because it could be really interesting and for some brand could work. So as you can see, it's similar to the other listicle that I showed you. So they have an hero section, they have an image, but the great thing is that people that we read, they want to find the issue that they're talking here, and then you can click on skip directly, and they are going on the actual CTA section. It's an actual strange CTA section, but this is going to bring them to the PDP. Or you can click on find out more, and you will scroll on the section below, okay, where they are going to talk more about the issue. Then you want to understand, okay, this is the issue. What are the signs of the issue related to my cat in this case? You click on this one, and they have another section, so you can even just scroll, of course. But this is really interesting, and this is why I want to show you. It's all a pre-sale page. And yeah, essentially is pretty much bringing people in this, is leading people, okay, in the entire section by section, educating them, okay, and it's really interesting. And yeah, you just continue reading, and you have then the comparison section. Then you have the social proof. The elements are always the same, but it's more guided compared to the other pre-sale pages that I show you. It's interesting because then you click on the yes button, and they bring you when it's going to load inside their own PDP. So yeah, it's quite an interesting experience that I want to show you, always an example and reference for you, and something that probably I'm going to test with some specific brands because I like it. Now, let's move to the final pre-sale page that I have for you today, and it's not even the final point yet, so I need to speed up a bit. The advertorial. The advertorial, again, as I said, works really well for specific brands where they don't need to showcase their product a lot. Okay, their product is not visual at all, and they need just to talk about problem and solution, okay? And in this case, a lot of text, still with some images, but there is tons of text, and it's pretty much like a blog. This is what I define as advertorial. Could work quite well, as you can see. And yeah, then at the end of this advertorial, they are bringing to their PDP. This is a way to educate people, but from what I'm seeing, most of the brands that used even in the past this type of advertorial and pre-sale page, now they're all using pretty much or listicle styles, or even as I showed you the quiz, because yeah, probably people are more aware about the fact that these are fake, and or probably they don't want to scroll too much and lose all this time. So yeah, that's probably why it's not working as it was before. Someone's still using it, but if you can do it more visual, okay, as the listicle is much better. Now I will start testing the others. Sincerely, you can test all of this as you want. Of course, I'm giving you the references, but this for sure is not the first test that I will do, and it is not even the starting point. When you start testing, as I said, you at the start of the video, you start from the PDP, not from the pre-sale page or whatever landing page that you're going to, or whatever funnel you want to create. So about the pre-sale page, lastly, focus on understanding what's the perfect type of pre-sale page based on your product and what you want to convey. So you need to understand what you want to convey to your specific target, how you want to convey it, and then you need to understand what's the proper format for your product and brand. Then create hypothesis on how it can work. Okay, so don't just test for the sake of it. We need to create an hypothesis. Okay, for example, this type of page could work for this reason. This type of pre-sale page could work for this other reason. Create hypothesis instead of, okay, let's test it just for the sake of it, because in this way you will avoid losing money, because testing is costly. You can lose tons of money. Running traffic to these pages is costly, so please understand why you're doing this. And if you want an expert guide on this, you can just click the link below, contact directly myself, we can do a growth audit, and yeah, I can help you right away deciding what's the best pre-sale page or what's the best funnel you can use for your own brand. Now let's go to the third and last e-commerce funnel: add to landing page. So what's an e-commerce landing page and how to create a performing one? So the landing page is pretty much a mix of elements contained both in the pre-sale page and the PDP. Okay, you are educating the prospect while giving an offer right away. Usually it's one page, okay, it's just a one page leading directly to the checkout. It's more focused on the offer, and it's great to test different offers and messaging, but this compared to a pre-sale page, for example, is much more salesy. So let's see two examples of landing page that you can apply to your own brand. So we have the first landing page from Obvi. As you can see, they have an hero section right away. Again, the elements will be pretty much similar to the pre-sale page. The main difference is that it's much more salesy, and they have the offer right away, and you can buy right away from this page instead of going to the PDP. Again, this is the great thing about this one, is that it's less friction for sure, while still educating people. Again, it really depends on your type of products, because sometimes people need more education even on the price point of your product. If the price point is higher, probably this is not the best type of landing page. But for example, if you have one hero product, could work really well. In this case, it is working well with them, and they tested even listicle in the past. So just test. At the end of the day, you don't know what's going to work. You need to create hypotheses, of course, based on the experience and based on learning, and then it's all about testing. So what they're using an hero section, first of all, with a value proposition. As you can see, boost your metabolism with clinically proven ingredients. Then they have the offers even in the image right away. They have a clear hero image with also the results showcasing before and after. They have a CTA. They also have a sticky header CTA, which is important. And then they have the guarantee. Everything inside, top of the folder, inside just the hero section. All these elements are crucial, okay, in your hero section. Whenever you're creating a landing page, the hero section is the most important part, okay, because as I said, if you have just the PDP, people will scroll pretty much to the carousel images, see the price, see the offer, and then decide if buying or not. Instead, for the landing page, they are going to decide based on the hero section if they are going to continue reading or not. So for this reason, it's important that you are focusing a lot on the top of the folder, adding as much, making it clear, of course, but adding as much elements that are useful to let them take a decision if they are interested or not. Then below the hero section, they have the benefits sections, which is linked to their needs and their desire. You can use 200 different benefits for this product. But as you can see, they are using really specific benefits that they know their customers looking for. So metabolic boost and not diet change, because people that are looking for this product, they don't want to change their diet. Appetite suspension, that's another thing. People that are looking for this product love to eat. Also, efficient fat oxidation, feel younger and faster. They're selling this product to an older audience for sure, so they want their audience to feel younger. alleviate joint pain. As you can see, for example, even this feel younger and faster. So specific benefits that you can understand and use just once you did your researches, okay? And it's important that you use the right benefits and you are selling the right benefits to these people, because if you sell benefits they are not interested, they won't buy this product. So the way you position your product and the marketing angle that you are using is crucial then to talk to the right people and showcase them why this is the perfect solution for them. Then also the images are important because they're using images that build trust and authority. Again, as you can see, adding clinically proven to lower BMI and waist circumference. Then they use social proof. Guys, see, everyone use tons of social proof and even multiple times. So social proof is crucial to build trust and authority. Then they add their further value props and the CTA. Again, they build more trust and authority, especially in the health niche. Trust and authority especially is crucial. They need to understand that you are actually selling something that is healthy with all the ingredients. I think even that you need to follow, in this case, the FDA adding the ingredients, or you cannot even sell it in this case. But yeah, I saw that some people forget to do so. That's something important to understand. So yeah, everything adding clinically proven with even all the studies is so important. Of course, you need to keep it clean for who doesn't care at all about these things. So you can even add, for example, an extra page talking about those things, or an accordion, like in this case. But yeah, it's important and you understand that you need to build authority, especially when selling products that people are going to consume, like this one. And yeah, everything, as you can see in this page, is clinically proven, science-based, and yeah, that's what they're doing. And they're adding even further benefits related to the specific ECP, adding even specific actually numbers, so it seems much more realistic than just saying more weight loss. In this case, they're adding even data, okay, are based on studies in this case, but it's important you don't have, of course, you don't general data, okay? Then they add more trust and features, as you can see. And lastly, how to use, okay, the product again. So let them imagine how their routine is going to look, okay? Future-proof their routine, okay? If you showcase them their routine, they understand that this product is for them. They already imagine them using the product, okay? And this is how actually you're going to sell much more easily the product to your ideal customer person. And lastly, yeah, you have the social proof, strong offer, and guarantee. Again, guarantee and frequently asked questions. So yeah, again, just to show you the difference with the pre-sale page, besides being much more salesy, as you can see, they have even the offer right away that is bringing to the checkout page. And yeah, it works really well for them. In this case, they have different options, which is great to increase even the OV with different offers that they also add. And yeah, this is how you build a strong landing page to convert people right away. We have then another example from Blissy. As you can see, they have another hero section with value proposition. They have the offer inside the section, the heroes. You can see they have much more elements. In this case, they have an hero image showing the goal with the product, in this case being happy pretty much with your partner. At the same time, more than happy is being healthy with a healthy skin and a healthy hair in this case. Then you have the CTA and social proof. And again, things we repeat most of the time. So we have the comparison with the old solution showing the problem. So as you can see, the things that I told you at the start of this video are actually repeating themselves because are always the same. But it's important to understand with a great and deep research what type of things you should compare your product to, what type of solution you should compare your product to, what benefits are the most important to showcase. And this is done just thanks to deep researches. Then they have also the features. Again, they have further benefits. Great things here is also the offer anchoring, which I like it because they have, instead of spending a fortune on skin, hair, and allergy products, all you need is a Blissy silk pillowcase. So they are doing a great anchoring that they showcasing that you can choose their product to solve all these issues. Of course, these are great statements that you need to keep attention with the FDA probably, or the antitrust. I'm not sure which is the association working on this, but again, that's something great. Even doing the offer and pricing anchoring is really great because now it's going to place your product in comparison with other solution that they're already using and showcasing that your product is much better and probably even cheaper. Even if it's costing $100, now all the other solutions are costing $300, $400 altogether. And my product is solving the product in a cheaply way, even if it's $100 compared to the others. And then you have further social proof, trust and authority, extra features, and FAQ. Again, you have further landing page to see also here, all the example. I will leave you the link below. And that's how to craft a performing front-end e-commerce funnels in 2025. Now, the most used and performing one is, as of today, 2025, adds to the pre-sale page to the PDP. This is one of the funnels that most of the people and D2C brands are using as of today. And if you have many SKUs, I would advise you to go with the collection page instead of the pre-sale page. Still, the collection page is going to have pretty much most of the elements that I showed you in the pre-sale page, but then you are going to case a proper collection with different SKUs that your customer might be interested in, instead of just having one hero product. Okay, this is the main difference. Now, if you're asking, what's the best software to A/B test? I thought even about that, and it's pretty much, in my opinion, IntelliGems. You have even, I think, Shoplift or others. I don't have the affiliates links for these softwares, so you can just go on the Shopify app, on the Shopify App Store, look for IntelliGems, and you will find it's a great software. It's even quite cheap if you use just the main A/B test option, and that's what you need. It will give you tons of data, revenue per sessions. Other than IntelliGems, you can, and with IntelliGems, you can test even the shipping thresholds. But for the shipping threshold, I will actually advise you Ship Scout in this case. Let me write you how it's called. So it's Ship Scouts for shipping threshold, because just for shipping threshold is actually cheaper. And it works really well. You can test for shipping threshold in a dynamic way. So you add an header on the shipping threshold. The different people will see different headers with different shipping threshold, free shipping threshold in this case. And this way you will see which one is bringing you more profit and revenue per session. And based on that, you will understand which is the proper one for your specific product. Usually what I advise to do, and this is an extra pro tip, I will talk more about the best hero test in another video, but the best thing you can do is actually set the free shipping threshold slightly above your LV, and it usually works really well. So yeah, just to add a little quick tip at the end of the video for the ones that achieve. Other softwares, in this case to track your funnel metrics, I advise to use the different heatmap softwares. You just need one. You have Hotjar, you have Lucky Orange, you have Heatmaps, which is the name actual of the software. I think it's heatmap.com. Then you have Google Analytics to check, for example, the bounce rate, how many times people are spending on your website, how many, even the entire funnel, for example, how many people are clicking from the pre-sale page to the PDP, which also is an important factor, because now you understand how much your PDP also is working. Of course, if you are A/B testing, for example, one of the main A/B tests that they did, it was people directly to the PDP, and another one, the other test was sending people to the pre-sale page and then they go to the PDP. And just adding the pre-sale page in front, I saw right away an increase in revenue per session. And yeah, it was really great in our case, because it improved the CPA, or in this case, the return on ad spend. So yeah, these are the software that I usually use. Of course, this is just the front-end funnel post-click experience. Now, if you want more video about it, about CRO and offers, just let me know. Leave a comment and subscribe to see even further the video. Go check out even the other videos about the Facebook ads, how to create the proper creatives, how to create proper offers, branding. I did already different videos talking about these things, so I really highly advise you to go check it out. And yeah, if you need an help from an actual expert, that's what I actually do. I act as a growth manager with my own brand, eCommerce Growth OS, for different 7 and 8 figures brands. I consult different 7 and 8 figures brands, and I also exited my own brand that I brought to 7 million. If you want to know more about myself, my story, then you can go and send my website. And yeah, you can book a call if you are qualified and if you already are doing great numbers. And yeah, I can offer you a free growth audit, and I will give you really great direction on how to improve different aspects of your brand, of your marketing, and also of your CRO. Okay, thank you so much for your time and attention, and see you in the next video. Bye.